The Pro Sport has the biofeedback mechanism on it. The reason that's important to my practice is because it actually allows me to assess the different areas of the spine and focus on a major point of a problem. The body works in priorities, and it has a priority problem it wants attention to first. And as soon as you attack that priority and diminish that and treat that, there comes another priority. And using the device actually solidifies that adjustment, so these patients go away not only having the release of their symptoms, feeling better because of the hormone releases, but also they go away being more satisfied with their care. So for me, it's changed everything in the perspectives that the patients see and our success ratios that we see in our treatment.
And when I stepped out of bed, my foot went straight into a flip-flop that was on the floor, and I didn't know it, so I stepped into it and then went to step out of it. When I stepped out of it, the shoe didn't come off. At about 7:30 in the morning, was able to call a girlfriend who brought me over some crutches and a whole half-leg boot to put on. Took Advil every 4 hours, nothing would make the pain go away, could put absolutely no pressure on it. I had to sit in a chair with my leg propped up. Tim came over with an Avazia device and began working on my foot. By the time he left, after he got through treating it, I could stand up with no crutches, with no boot. I keep Pro Sport at my home now. And I can assure you that if anything ever happens to me again in the future, that will be the first thing that I grab.
The biofeedback electrostimulation technology involves the brain in the healing process because we know how powerful the brain can be, and we add that to the technology that we're using. But the Avazia Pro Sport is pretty well the most advanced bit of technology that's in the world today, particularly in that field, and I think it overlaps many other fields. If you have the data, you can change the outcome. This device will actually tell us where we should be treating. And at the same time, the numbers and the information that come off the screen will communicate with your central nervous system and will send information back to your body. For example, I may put it on an area of pain. The information coming from the device will go straight to the central nervous system, forcing the brain to pay attention to that area of the body. One of the things that we can do, we have a special program that's built into this device that will actually help neutralize electrical buildup on scar tissue. Scars are known to block communication systems that are very important between cells and from groups of cells and cells to cell. So this device will permit that communication to complete itself. A lot of times we may have to deal with chronic pain issues. And chronic pain issues, one of the best way to get to them is through the spine. We can actually choose how we feel, the sensation that we feel from this device on our skin. You can also go off to the right, choose the frequency you want. This one will go all the way down to 0.5 in hertz, or all the way up to 1650 on the high range frequencies. This device is meant for professionals. It's a prescription device, but the more hands that we can get into, I think we are able to ensure a more positive outcome for a lot of people. So as you can see, the Pro Sport is a diverse tool with many attachments that give us many possibilities. And of course, the Pro Sport, we may use it professionally with athletes. We know that they are susceptible to many different forms of trauma, inflammation, just about anything that can happen to an athlete. This is the first tool that we want to work with to be able to get that information down.